Hey everybody, we are back. Welcome to Variety Talk live in Las Vegas. I'm your host, Linda Leak, and welcome back to the show. So I know all of you have New Year's resolutions. I don't know if it's about saving more money, if it's about drinking less, or whatever it may be. But, this year, 2018, we're all striving to be our best, as we do every year. And why not try to do it with a state of relaxation, right? So make sure everybody you give Natalie a call if you're local, and if not, then just come on out and visit Las Vegas anyway. Why not? We've got sunshine, blue skies, and I hope I'm not rubbing it in too much for some of you that are pretty cold over there on the other side of the country. But anyway, as we are switching gears a little bit, I'd like to bring on someone who I am just so very proud of and happy to have as part of our team, because this gentleman is someone who's been in the industry for decades, and he also is a legend as we continue our legend series, but he actually brings the legends on. So we've had on the Stylistics and the Delphonics and all of these greats, and this gentleman has played with Aretha Franklin and so many people out there as a drummer, but he has many things that he does, and the other thing that he does is bring people actually into showrooms, and he books them as well. So he is a jack of all trades and a master of all. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Joseph Smith, and that's why we gave him his own corner. And we'd like to introduce you to Joe Smith of Joe's Corner. Welcome to the show, Joe.
Oh, how you doing, Linda?
How'd you like that intro?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I love it.
Well, you deserve it. You deserve it. I'm telling you, you have been phenomenal in terms of joining our little group here, and just bringing so many wonderful old school folks on board with us as we continue to not only respect but to preserve old school music. So without further ado, why don't we just tell a little bit about who you are, give a little bit of background for those who are just tuning in with us, and then let's get down to what's going on with you recently, because you've got some great things to talk about. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, as everyone know, I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and my background is jack is all trades. Started the Marriott Hotel, Philadelphia. I worked myself up, and then I worked at the Union League of Philadelphia. Got a chance to meet Mr. George Bush, the father. Got a chance to meet Nixon before he passed away. And I worked with Tuxedo Caterers, Jewel Man Lassiter in Philadelphia. And it's a great company in Philadelphia for catering. And then I stayed with her 10.5 years, and I decided to make a change in my life and move to Mobile, Alabama. And from there, I just started from scratch all over again, and the Lord been blessing me, and everything is coming together for me. And I started a new company called Joe's Musical Supply and Equipment, and it's doing pretty good. So I encourage everyone in the music industry, please get in contact with Joe's Musical Supply and Equipment.
Well, absolutely, and I can't think of a better structure for you to have in terms of setting up a business, because you bring all these wonderful people on board to give them all of their exposure in terms of what they're doing, either in Atlantic City or wherever they are performing. And so now you actually have instruments for them to buy and to purchase from you as well. And not only the greats and the legends, but there's so many people who are in the industry who are watching us and have need for some sort of equipment. So I think what you're offering is pretty awesome. Now, how can those who are just watching take a look at your website?
Yes, they go to Joe's, Joe apostrophe S, music, MUSICAL, supply, SUPPLIES, and the letter symbol and equipment, UIPMENT. You just go to that, and that'll lead you straight into my website, and then you can go from there, and you can get in contact with Mr. VJ. And his number is 261-347-7900, and he would definitely be glad to assist you in any type of music or instruments.
Now, I'm just curious, what kind of instruments you have going on for a layperson that doesn't play a darn thing?
Well, we have drums, guitar, keyboards, and you can start out slowly, tambourines, and me myself, when I started out without, my mother said I was beating on the walls when I was about 2 years old, and I just kept going with it, and as I grown into hitting and beating on drums, and I got to a point, I said, wow, I'm beating on these drums, what I'm trying to do, and after that, I stopped playing. I said, oh, let me get myself together. And I got back into music, and I started hearing the music in my head, and people started feeling good, and I started feeling good. It's a joy to get out there to perform, and the people, the applause that you get, fantastic.
You know, Joe, it's amazing that we have that in common in the respect that I, too, was interested in drumming as a child. And as a matter of fact, I asked my parents to for Christmas to buy a drum set for me. And, they came back with one of those like little toy drum sets. And it's interesting because I was just a kid. And I guess probably an ungrateful kid in the respect that I saw the drum set and I said, oh, well, this is cute, but I need a real one. Now, what do I know about a real drum set? But it was amazing, though, that the fact that I had an interest in drumming, I couldn't have been more than 8 years old. So my parents were very smart to buy me a toy drum set because I didn't do much with it after that. So, but I do remember having a passion for wanting to play the drums. So what's that been like? What's it been like to play with Aretha Franklin and all of the greats that you played with?
Oh, it's been an amazing trip for me. When I started out, my dream was I want to be the best at what I do, and I just nurtured myself and learned from other professionals in the business, and I wanted to know what goes on behind the stage. And then I got to a point, started hanging out with big stars, and we was corresponding with music, and trying to collaborate together and what we have to do in music and life and people that you meet, and it just brought a joy to me.
Well, you know what? And Joe, you've got so many layers to uncover that I can't wait to do that with you in the future shows. For instance, you are into cooking as well, and you've done some catering throughout your life.
Yes. I'm a chef, and it's very fulfilling. I'm a slim young fella, and usually when you see a chef, he has a little weight on him. But my thing was tasting and presenting to the customer, and we was doing taste panel, and I would constantly eat, but I never would gain the pounds.
What was your specialty?
We did with on the glaze, duck glaze, and we did all types of dishes, and it was very fulfilling for me, to learn different art and culinary of the dishes that we prepared for the customers. And I did the governor's mansion not Birmingham, and the governor's mansion in I was going to say Pittsburgh. Yeah, in Pittsburgh with Joe Biden. We went to the governor's mansion, and we did a reception for him. and it was fulfilling, and it was a great time
So
for
what was
everyone.
Joe Biden like? He's a lot of fun,
Uh,
I bet.
he was a great person, great person, humble, and he welcomed us to the governor's mansion, and we just had a ball. I was with
Wonderful.
Tuxedo Cater, Jules Man Lassiter. So y'all remember that. So you go to Philadelphia, look up Jules Man Lassiter, an event planner. She
All
is great.
right. Well, we look forward to the upcoming months where you're going to start booking a lot of these old school acts right into Biloxi and the casinos. And we're going to have some folks out there in Atlantic City. And we're even going to put some people in the casinos in Las Vegas. So we've got some great things happening coming up in 2018 to what? Preserve old school, okay? That's when music was music. And we want to make sure we keep it alive right here on Variety Talk, as well as all the other things that we're doing. We also have something coming up for the vets, everybody, so stay tuned. We want to make sure we give them a home, a place where they can come and develop their own businesses as well, and all the other things that we'll be doing this year. So everybody, happy 2018 as we are actually embarking on what? February. OMG. It's amazing. So, Joe, we're going to go ahead and close out. We look forward to Mr. Albert Dalton. You'll be bringing him back in from the Universal Asteroid Band and Show. And this gentleman is off the chain. So we look forward to Albert coming in. Again, we want to say thank you so much to Linus, Chester, Linus, everybody. You have to make sure we're going to continue to give you the information on how you can get in contact with management information solutions. He helps you with grants. He helps you with managing your business. He's amazing. And so we're going to continue to just kind of scroll his information on the screen each week. We're going to talk a little bit about taxes as we're approaching tax time, credit, how to improve your credit. So everybody, just make sure you come back and join us. Most importantly, James Bradley. James, we thank you so much for coming on last week and sharing your adventures, your situation with Mr. Edwin Hawkins. Thank you for the tribute. And we just want to make sure that we're going to actually close out with I Love the Lord. So for everybody, because it got pulled, everybody. So if you go to our archives, you will not catch that show, but we will play it again. How could I possibly forget, everybody? We're going to do a complete show on Mr. Larry White with Lolo's Chicken and Waffles. And I'm telling you, the shrimp and grits are off the chain. So we're actually going to go in and we've done a little sampling, and oh, it was marvelous. So we're going to actually show that piece to you as well, probably next week sometime. So anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us. We're closing out with I Love the Lord with Mr. James Bradley and tribute to Edwin Hawkins. Everybody stay warm, be kind to one another. We love you much, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. I'm your host, Lady Linda. We are out.
To know the Lord, to trust the Lord, is to love Him, right? I love the Lord with all my heart, all my soul. For waking me up early this morning, starting me on my way. Old Saint Jesus said, kept me clothed in my right mind. And I thought, that was testimony. I love the Lord.